everyone, and welcome to Davis Homes Design Trends. We're excited today to talk about exteriors. We've been doing a lot on the interior, and today I have Jeff Bills with me from LP SmartSide, Trim and Siding, other outdoor cladding materials. Really excited to go over our elevations today and talk about those kinds of design trends. Also joining us today is Matt Surface from Davis Home Mortgage.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Heather. It's good to be here. And some of you may have seen via social media that Brad Davis and I have gotten together and decided to reboot Davis Mortgage Services. For those of you that have been in the industry a while, you may recall that Davis Homes had a mortgage company back in the early 2000s, and in the 90s that was Davis Mortgage Services. And Brad and I got together in December and laid plans to bring this back in order to serve the clients, not only of Davis Homes, but in Central Indiana with the financing needs. We offer everything from FHA, VA, conventional, USDA. We also offer construction perm lending for FHA or VA buyers or USDA. And so we'd love to help you out. And 20 years of experience in the mortgage industry. And you can find us at www.mydavismortgage.com, and love to help you and your clients.
Great. Thanks for joining us today, Matt. Hope you have time to stay with us on the rest of the call. You'll learn a lot today.
Thank you.
Also, we have a large group today. We're really excited about the number of people that are watching today. So if you could all mute your computers, tablets, cell phones for us, that will just help us talk a little more clear. It's a hot, humid day here, so I can hear the air conditioning roaring behind me. So just want to make sure that everyone can hear us. Today we're going to talk about exteriors again. It's traditional exteriors. We're going to go over modern craftsman, modern farmhouse, and also answer any questions that you may have along the way in today's discussion. My name is Heather Raka. I'm the VP of Operations for Davis Homes, and I have over 30 years of experience in the building industry. I've always been on this side, the building side, and I love it. It's never the same day twice, and it's always exciting to talk about these kinds of products and our partnership today with LP. If you have any questions along the way today, since we don't have an open chat forum, please email us at info@davishomes.com. Bridget's on the call. She'll be monitoring any questions that you may have so we can answer those at the end.
Good morning, I'm Jeff Bills with LP Building Solutions. I'm in my 27th year with LP. I want to thank everyone for attending and look forward to going through SmartSide and some of the exterior design features that we're going to show you today. LP SmartSide trim is designed to give you the natural look of real cedar without any of the worries. It is an upgrade from vinyl. LP SmartSide products also blend very well with brick and stone homes. We have an extensive array of profiles and colors that are available, wood grain or smooth finishes as the textures, and they really do reflect your unique style because as you will see in the slides, you can do so many different looks and mixes of textures and finishes. This is a short video about SmartSide.
Your home is more than just a home. It's the backdrop for your family photos, and sometimes even an outdoor cafe. Your home is where your life happens, which is why it deserves to be protected by LP SmartSide trim and siding. LP SmartSide products give the appearance of traditional wood with the enhanced durability of engineered wood. They come in both rich cedar grain texture and smooth finish, and are treated with our proprietary SmartGuard process to provide superior protection against hail, wind, moisture, termites, and perhaps most importantly, from everyday wear and tear. With our industry-leading 50-year limited warranty, LP SmartSide trim and siding is a smart choice to bring lasting curb appeal to the most important place in your life.
So this first look is, oh, go ahead, Heather.
I was just going to say, all right, let's get started. We're going to talk a little bit about board and batten, which we are starting to see more and more in design elements all across central Indiana.
This is our strand lap siding. It's available in 6, 8, and 12-inch profiles in both smooth and textured. This is our trim and soffit for under porches and eaves. This is our cut to width vented soffit for different overhangs. And our vented soffit exceeds the code requirements by 10%. There's no need for screen behind it, and it does keep out nesting insects. This shows our staggered shakes, which are reversible if you prefer to have a straight edge shake. And I think there are a picture of straight edge in here as well, showing some board and batten on the gable as well.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about exterior design trends. I think one of the things that those close-up pictures showed you that you may not see in the overall elevations that we're going to talk about today is how much LP siding looks like wood siding. If you look at the textures and you look at the graining profiles of these materials, it really does look like wood siding. And if you're going to invest in your home by using LP, SmartSide, trim, soffit, those are the kinds of things that you want. You want it to look like real wood. Some of our plans with Davis Homes on Your Lot, we have LP siding as a standard, as well as a couple of our neighborhoods. So we use this product a lot all around town, and you're going to see some of those pictures today.
And also your vinyl homes are trimmed, I believe, with SmartSide, and they all have the soffit as well, correct, Heather?
That is correct. All right, let's talk about traditional exteriors. Used to be lots of brick. Everybody thought brick was the gold standard of elevations. We don't see that as much over the past several years, and you can see here's some elements that one of our customers has put together in their home. They've got brick. Some neighborhoods still require brick front wraps or brick wraps around their first floor elevations. So we still have those kinds of elements, but you can see we've added a little bit of character with that board and batten and LP lap siding. Again, you can see when you're trimming out your windows, you don't always need a pair of shutters on elevations. You can see that we took off shutters and we trimmed it with 1x6 trim around the areas that are sided. It still gives a lot of interest, visual interest. Again, with the brick, you can use and interchange these elements to make that elevation look beautiful and unique.
That wider trim really makes the windows pop.
Okay, let's talk modern craftsman. Craftsman's been around for a little bit, and we're starting to see the evolution of that as well. So let's talk a little bit about those elements. This is one of our more popular 2-stories, but you can see we're starting to not do all the same color. You can see that we have a wood look or a stained look shake that LP does offer. And then we have things like tapered columns. Again, we've removed the shutters and we've put that window trim in. And then with the accented colors, you've got your dark siding with your light trim and your shakes. That's a high-end looking elevation that we offer here with our OIL elevations. And excuse me, OIL stands for on your lot. We do a lot of on your lot business, and we have a little more flexibility with those neighborhoods because there aren't brick requirements. If you're building on your family's property, we want you to have that flexibility to be able to manage that elevation how you'd like to see it. Again, another contrast. We've got some shakes, and these look like they're staggered shakes, but we've got beautiful colors being used here. Different colors to highlight those shakes, highlight a little bit of brick. The brick wainscoting is very popular with the evolution of the Craftsman elevation. And then we have tapered columns that have brick on them also. So all these individual elements may not seem much, you put them together and you have a really unique, beautiful looking elevation. The Bradbury plan. This is, if you've been aware of Davis Homes or you've been out looking, this is our on your lot model floor plan. And you can see, again, we're mixing and matching those elements. You've got the board and batten. You've got a little bit of shakes on that front. And then we've mixed and matched stone with brick. And one of the things that I love is if you are going to invest in stone, make sure that you highlight it. We've done that with using an alternate color brick, so that stands out. But you can see the durability and just how straight actually that board and batten is. You can see how well that's put together and how unique and beautiful that elevation looks.
With those battens and the vertical panel siding being 16 feet long, it allows you not to have panel joints and flashing in those runs. You can do them in one piece, which really adds a nice look. I think those decorative trusses are really nice as well.
You know, Jeff, too, with the longer lengths and us not having as many joints, you know what? We're not going to be there in 5 years to do all of that maintenance. So that helps the homeowner. That's a flat gable. There's really, other than painting it and making sure that the caulk is still in the areas it needs to be, they're not having to try to splice together the board and batten or trying to make sure that that doesn't pop out. So that's another great point about LP siding. It comes in longer lengths. We have less joints. All those kinds of things factor in to the beauty of the elevations that you're selecting and that you're choosing to build on your home. Again, just other variations of the board and batten. Again, mixing and matching those elements. And using both board and batten and shakes in the gable. I mean, it shows you that you can use these. These are very versatile products, really helps create a unique look. Again, one of the other things that we didn't talk a whole lot about, but with siding, Jeff, let's talk a little bit about, this is one of the things I love to tell people. What's the difference between LP SmartSide and fiber cement? It's the amount of moisture and us using H-clips on the installation so you don't see those joints. Do you mind talking a little bit about that?
Yes, absolutely. The H-clips help conceal the joint, and they also are maintenance free for the life of the siding, so you'll never have to go back and put caulk in a field joint of lap siding on a second story because you're using H-clips. As you mentioned, or we mentioned earlier, the product is 16 foot long versus 12. So that eliminates a third fewer pieces per square. That's 4 fewer pieces and 2 fewer joints for every square that you put on the wall. And then the reversibility of the shakes gives you the nice design to be able to do a staggered or a straight look. And then, as you mentioned, also the sidings are available in just about any color in the rainbow, including stained look colors on a special order.
And Jeff, do all builders use H-clips?
No, they don't. Some choose to leave an empty space with flashing behind. Some choose color matched caulk. And some install it primed and hide those joints. Those joints do need to be spaced because our siding is acclimating as it's on the home. It's acclimating to the local humidity conditions, and so it needs a little room to grow as it does that.
Excellent. And the painters love us because they're not having to caulk a lot of joints. As you can see, we built some bigger homes. Ranches are very popular. And again, on your lot, you have that flexibility. We do a lot of 4-car garages. We do a lot of carriage 3-car garages. So you have that width on those kinds of lots. And this kind of product with the longer lengths, the H-clips and less joints, really, again, help you in the long run, in the long term, so you're not having to maintain that house for years to come. It's really about painting it, changing the color if you want, and not having to do things like caulk, repaint, splicing, things like that.
And we have a long-term 50-year warranty, as you know, that covers hail as well, up to 1 3/4 inch diameter. That's how abuse resistant and impact resistant the products are.
You know, I think one of the other unique things about this product as well, it is a wood-based product. You are not using special tools. You do not need to use diamond cut saw blades. I think there's something to be said about that as well, that this product is environmentally friendly, so to speak, and it's also easier on the trade partners that are actually installing it. They may need to wear a mask, but it is not considered a dangerous product, so to speak. So I think that, we've really thought about this and wanting to make sure that the products that we put on our homes are made to last, built to last, but also good for the environment.
And we have some of the most environmentally friendly plants in the whole building industry. We use small growth trees that grow to their maturity in 15 to 20 years and reseed themselves. So it's every part of the tree is used, even the bark is used to heat the press. So very environmentally friendly, all renewable resources.
Great. So if any of you attended the 2019 Centerpiece Home show in the fairgrounds, you got to see our home from last year. As you can see, we used LP siding, LP trim. We used it, the smooth, as Jeff had mentioned, in the covered porch, and then we have stained shakes on the gables. So all those elements put together, along with the stone and the metal roof and our gable accents, really bring together about some warm color combinations. The other thing is, when you look at all these pictures and you see all these different colors and combinations that people have put together, not to stress. We have 2 very experienced designers that will help you through that process. So you may have an idea of what you like or maybe what you don't like. We're here to help you during that design process to make sure that you are picking a home in the colors that you feel great about and that you're excited to go home to every day.
And we also have a visualizer website where they can go on and change colors, change profiles in the gables, and do all those things to choose different color combinations. And we have suggestions of different color combinations for trim, siding, and accent color on there as well.
Great to know. This is a product that we have out in Fortville, Indiana, in Park Creek. And this is a kind of a throwback to the old farmhouse style homes. But what we've done is modernize that a little bit with having the actual attached 2-car garage. And as you can see, full LP siding. We have board and batten. You'll see shakes on these houses. You'll see the Craftsman posts, which is the tapered column and post with the brick base, and then trimmed out the windows. Lots of windows, lots of, as we like to call it, gingerbread on the home. Lots of architectural detail. These homes are unique and beautiful, and as people see them go up in the air, they realize that, hey, this is something a little bit different. And people are really excited about these looks, and we're using it all with LP SmartSide. Again, another version. White is back in fashion. People love white. As you can see here, we've got the dark colored roof. We've had people do black windows with black accents, with things like gutters, windows, gable accents, and the roof. So you can see you really have a lot of versatility. We do use currently the primed paint here. So we have options already put together for siding, shakes, board and batten, things like that. So we can help you coordinate those designs, but as you can see, very fresh, very clean looks, all using LP SmartSide. Another one of our homes out there in Park Creek, out in Fortville. As you can see, garage forward, we've got the design elements like that shed roof with the corbels. But again, we're looking at a home that has Jeff, do you think this even has any joints? I think we've been able to put this whole front elevation together, not using any joints. So no H-clips, no caulk.
Yep.
Just very clean lines.
Absolutely. I wouldn't think there'd be any joints on there, including the board and batten.
Yeah. And also one of the other floor plans from Park Creek, the Ellington. So you can see the reverse gable. That's a throwback to older style homes, but fresh details, things like the garage door with it, the taper columns. Again, very clean with the white, with the black accents to kind of highlight that. But then again, we're showing you too that you can put multiple elements together. Here we have lap siding on the front with the board and batten in the gable. Very clean, very, I keep wanting to say throwback, but yet very contemporary, but also timeless. I mean, if we're talking about things, homes that could have been built 50 years ago with these kinds of elements, they look very fresh today in 2020, and they'll stand the test of the time for the future.
And those wraparound soffits on the front are very, very popular as well. Really add a lot of architectural detail.
On to the next, I think, most popular type of design style for exteriors, and that's the modern farmhouse. Let's take a look at a few of these homes that we've built recently. Here's our New Haven floor plan, and I got to tell you, our customers come up with these combinations, like them deciding that they wanted some stained posts and stained gables. They like the clean look of the white LP and the white board and batten with the dark roof and the red brick. Just really a dynamite looking combination for an elevation on a home. It's unique. It's, again, stands the test of time, and I think is something that they're all happy and proud to drive home to each day and call home. Another two-story, we've talked a lot about porches. Again, another element here with a wraparound porch on the front and side. And again, just really mixing and matching those colors and those design elements with lap and board and batten and shakes. Again, that farmhouse look, the big porch, the wraparound porch, you've got the gable trim accents, and then again, for another pop of color with a traditionally white home, is doing the dark garage door to match the dark windows, shutters, and front doors. So very clean, but very up to date, very modern looking, in all design elements within that elevation. Again, another version, you see a lot of white. People really like the white, clean lines. I think that that's something that we see a lot of, as well as you can see a lot of other colors, a lot of warm, rich tones in the stains and the dark windows and dark shutters, but then you can still mix and match and really add and incorporate some of those elements so it's not too dark or too light. This has nice visual interest with the board and batten, and if you look at this, it's board and batten on the entire front elevation. So we can do these kinds of elements on elevations with LP SmartSide. Again, lots of white, lots of stain, but it all ties and flows beautifully together.
And those stained accents really look great.
And then, our ranch plans, if you take a look at this plan, it doesn't have to be a whole lot of change. We have board and batten on the front. We have that extended porch coming out. Those are elements of the farmhouse that are very popular. You've got your prairie glass on your window grids and some stone. And this is just a dynamite looking elevation. Very clean, but very classy. And again, it's going to stand the test of time. The 2020 Centerpiece home. This was one we were actually excited that we were able to build this home and have the entire roof under roof. We didn't get to do that the year before, so we're pretty excited with this modern prairie elevation. We start to see it a lot. If you go around town, even commercial buildings are starting to use these types of elements in their design, and we're starting to see it here in our design elements as well. I'd like to thank everybody today for coming. If you have any questions about Davis Homes, about our On Your Lot program, or even any of our communities, please email us at newhome@davishomes.com. You can also call us if you just want to pick up the phone. It's 317-548-HOME. We're also available on Instagram at Davis_Homes and hashtag Davis Homes, as well as join us on our website at davishomes.com.
For any questions about SmartSide, please feel free to email me at jeff.bills@lpcorp.com, or again, give me a text or a call on the cell at 317-627-3724. The Instagram site for LP is at LP Building Solutions, or hashtag LP SmartSide or hashtag SmartSide. And our website is lpcorp.com, and we're based in Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you for having us.
Thanks, everybody. We hope you enjoy getting to know a little bit more about Davis Homes, our exciting elevations, and some of the elements that we have to offer. Jeff, thank you for joining us today. And Matt, thank you for reminding us about Davis Homes Mortgage Services.